Is the title and the thumbnail self-explanatory for you? Because if it is, good. I don't need to go in depth on what I need to review. So yeah, we're reviewing this. The Godzilla HG D+06 Godzilla vs. Kong Gashapon lines. Look at the booklet. I mean, Playmates are kind of going with this kind of like color scheme and design for like their promotion for both their figures. We got Godzilla. We got Kong, which looks pretty good on our promotional images. Mechagodzilla and Skullcrawler, or as people like to call him, Skullcrawler Prime. Let's bring them out. So here they are, still in their little bag, like I said in my Empor unboxing video. Open it up, just dump them out. We're going by how the line goes. We're going right to left. So the first one in this line we're gonna look at is, as the camera focuses, Godzilla. Oh, I forgot to mention they're like bagged up into their own individual bags. So yeah, it's kind of cool. Let's put these aside and let me get out my trusty X-Acto knife. And yeah, let's just open this guy up. So all we gotta do is these are all taped up in their own little baggies. I feel like something you would find in like Chinatown or something. If you go to like a place that sells like figurines and stuff, this is probably what you'll find if they're selling Gashapons. So, dump it out. Right there. Oh wow. Oh, this feels... Oh wow, I can smell it from over here. Let me get a whiff of this. Oh yeah, that vinyl smell. Oh. Oofa. Yeah, this is... Oh, look at this little tiny head. There's the base. So yeah, let's just cut them open. Cut that open. I'm gonna try my best not to like damage a certain piece, because if I do, I'm dead. So that should be enough to get them all out. Ooh, this feels roughy. Ooh. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm liking this. I'm liking this. And there we go. That's everything. Yeah, that's everything. So we got a little head. So let's put them together. Anyway, let's start with the leg here. Okay, let's just plug it in. If you hear a squeaky noise, that means you're putting it in right. Okay, we got that in. We got this shit in. Oh, he a chunky boy. Yeah, this is big. Is that it? Are they all the way in? Okay, maybe not. This hurts so much. Okay, let's just leave it like this for now, and then just plug in his tail. Just gotta plug this tail in. Ooh, it's kind of hard to not stab yourself with the tail spikes. I like how the spikes on the tail are actually painted blue, unlike 2019 where it had blue spikes but no blue tails or blue spikes. And oh, it actually fit in pretty nicely. Oh, now the head, the little thick neck and thick snout. Okay, let's plug it in. Let it go like this, I believe. Okay, almost got it. Okay, so here we got Godzilla. Pretty happy lizard. So let's put Gatsuka right there. And then pick out his base and little effect. Oh my god, I just realized something. There's a slot for where you can open it. Oh my god. I just realized that no one pays attention to this whenever they're reviewing Gashapons. No one does. I feel dumb. I feel dumb. So anyway, I think you plug in the base. You don't plug it in like this. You go. I'm going more accurate to the promotional image, so I'm just gonna plug it in right here. Well, this actually feels thick and not so bendable like the first wave. Okay, I put it in, and it was actually pretty difficult to actually plug it in because this little shit did not want to plug in. It just kept popping off. Let's get one of the capsule balls in this bag. So I'm just gonna get the capsule ball that says number 1. So I'm gonna assume that Godzilla's. I mean, this is pretty self-explanatory what you do with the capsule ball. I mean, usually you just pop it open, and just these two are the base. So pop this one off. You flip it open, and there's like little tabs on which is thicker and which is thin. So you gotta put the thick one here. And surprisingly, I have it in the right order right here, and I could just bippity boppity boo, right here. And just put Godzilla's base on it. It fits in pretty snug. And you got Godzilla just sitting on the base, picture perfect, just like the prototype image. So Godzilla, he looks pretty nice. I used a thick, chunky boy. The translucent spikes are much better than they are before. I mean, this one has like a little stain. I feel like they went for like a stained glass technique over here with the spikes. Nicely painted blue spikes on the tail, and he feels quite different in 2019. I mean, he does have like a darker gray coloration. There's like brown dry brushing on the arms, the body. The eyes are blue on this guy, and they're not gonna be pretty well painted, but mine looks pretty well painted. So yeah, the inside of the mouth's not gonna be nicely painted, depending on how your turns out, but oh well. So yeah, there's Godzilla. Nice 360 of him, as he just topples over his base all the time. Anyway, let's just put Godzilla right here. And now, next up on the list, Monkey. So here we got Monkey in his little bag. It's pretty thin actually. So you can see Monkey right here. His teeth are pretty tiny compared to my own thumb. So let's just open this guy up. Let's see, how does he smell? How does Kong smell? So what's the same about Godzilla? I think the boulder has like a little handprint of where Kong's fist is at. I'm just gonna cut this off. Okay, now they got Monkey pieces cut up. Let's just dump him out. Hopefully they'll come out easily. Oh, the boulder came out easily. Oh my god, he's being born like a baby. Someone's giving birth to a monkey. And oh, there he goes. Your child is deformed. He's missing an arm and leg. Looking at the battle axe arm, nicely detailed. It's in a translucent plastic and it's pretty nice. It's very thin, so yeah, it's gonna get warped out of the way. I mean, it's pretty soft, but it actually feels nice. It feels plasticky. Kind of feels like the SH Monsters, but just a little different. Yeah, they smell pretty nice. They have a nice vinyl smell. Eyes are not the best, nor is the face paint or the mouth. The mouth looks barely up, looks barely up to par. The battle scars and the chest is poorly painted, in my opinion. I thought it was gonna look like a prototype. So let's put his arm together. I see people put his arm like this or like that or just randomly. Fun fact, right now I have my SH Monsterized Kong posed in this kind of position because I thought it was cool looking and kind of funny. Then he got his right foot, leg, and you just plug it in. Other leg, just plug that in, or unless that leg comes out. Okay, there we go. Got both legs in. Doesn't have cheeks. And then, last but not least, his other weirdly shaped arm. There we go, Monkey. And we also got his boulder. And I thought that was gonna be part of it. And you can see the knuckle prints on him, on the boulder. I mean, you can kind of see it, so you just can't really stand on his own, because if he does, then... And there he is. There's Monkey with his boulder. Okay, now let's take off his effect part. And the fire effect pieces are actually a recast of the 54 fire effect piece. And I just kind of find it pretty funny. I'm assuming this one is capsule number 2 because there's no number 2 on it. So yeah, same gig with Godzilla. Okay, so we got that. And we got the fire effect piece back here, and then the little one in front. And there you go. Oh, fuck. And there you go. You got Monkey in his base with his beautiful boulder. And I don't know about you, but I kind of see this as a little callback to the 1962 film of King Kong vs. Godzilla, where King Kong kind of throws boulders at Godzilla. I don't think this was intentional. I just find it like a cool Easter egg. Now, looking at Kong here, I mean, the paint job on the face and chest is not the best, but like the teeth, top row teeth are nice. The bottom row are just what? And the battle axe is warped, but like it's very soft, so it feels like it could be easily broken. So be wary of this in case you're gonna get them. And also, I just noticed that the tip is not a sharp tip like the SH Monsters. It's actually a broken tip because in the movie, this tip was not so sharp. The gray wrapping around the axe is a little bit too bright of a gray. I kind of like a dark gray. Kind of wish the gray was similar to like a Godzilla, because like I believe like the wrapping around the axe is made out of Godzilla's skin. I mean, the fur detail is not the best. I mean, it looks kind of bland. I don't really care. It looks pretty nice overall. I mean, they could have done better when it comes to like the paint job on the scars and the chest and the face. I mean, Playmates did better with their own minifigures that they're sadly not selling in the US. Kong paint is like a dark brown, and that's pretty much the plastic. So yeah, that's Kong right there. So it's the name right there. Let's compare the fire effect pieces to the 54 Godzilla. So here's the 54 Godzilla, and let's move this guy aside because we don't want to see him. So you can see they're the same piece, but except this is more translucent and this is a little translucent, but you get a little less glossy. This is more glossy, and this has more variation of colors. So in terms of orange, this is just one solid orange color. You could barely see any yellows or reds. This is just pure orange. You can see more yellows and oranges and red and this guy, so it kind of looks like fire. I mean, to be honest with you, I think the 54's fire effects pieces are cool and all, but I believe the newer version for King Kong are actually better. I just put Kong back in his little base. So yeah, here we got Monkey right here. So let's zoom out a bit and just do a 360 of him. Yeah. Oh, I mean, not the best looking monkey, but like pretty good. Let's put him aside with Godzilla. And next in the line is Tin Can. So Tin Can is still in his bag. So dump him out and then cut the slots open for Mechagodzilla because he comes in multiple parts. And I find it kind of clever that they're mirroring Godzilla's pose because like Mechagodzilla is technically a clone of Godzilla, but just a mechanical version, a robot. Okay, now I got every piece cut out for Mechagodzilla. Let's dump him out. Oh wow, he actually feels nice. He doesn't feel plasticky and cheap like the Playmates toys. It feels really high quality. I mean, it's Bandai and it comes from Japan, so you gotta expect high quality. Now, let's sniff him. Smells the same. The paint on the spikes are okay. The details on this guy is really nice. The head details are kind of similar to the Playmates. Color scheme is based on the Bandai vinyl. So same gig with Godzilla. I mean, you got a little peg right here or nub, and you just slide that in this gap and it should appear out the other side. The way they did the vinyl is kind of weird because like it just looks weird. Yeah, I'm kind of confusing this guy, so I'm just gonna do this off camera for a bit.
346 minutes later.
Okay, I officially have no idea how this guy's work. Hopefully the tail is not gonna be a pain in the ass. So we got this tail over here, and I just gotta plug it in. Okay, wait, am I plugging this in the right spot? Okay, yes I am. So we got my Godzilla's tail. My fingers are slowly sweating. The peg on this guy is pretty weird looking and different from Godzilla's. And I kind of like the spikes on the tail. Although they're inspired by like the blade from like the jets or something. So yeah, we just gotta plug this arm in. Okay, never mind. Let me do this off camera.
A few moments later.
Bro, Mechagodzilla's legs are the most uncooperative pieces of shit ever.
20 minutes later.
Plug in. Plug in. Whenever I try to plug in the legs for each individual bastard, it just pushes it out.
Later that same evening.
Okay, finally, I got the legs plugged in. This is a pain in the ass. I mean, the details on this guy are nice and all, but like, it's a complete pain in the ass just to put this guy together. The legs are the most painful part of this guy.
1 minute, 37 seconds later.
Is he in? Finally, I got this guy plugged in. There we go. Nicely detailed. I mean, this was not worth, like, struggling over. I don't know how people managed to put this guy together without any struggle. I mean, the metallic paint on this guy is nice. I mean, there's no blackwash, but in camera it looks like there's blackwash, and I kind of like how the light reflects on this guy. You see the X's on the arms, the legs. It just looks pretty accurate to the movie. Get this base and effect off. Anyway, so we got this effect piece, and oh my god, this feels so matte. So I think what I gotta do is plug in this maybe? Maybe? Oh, there, yeah, I plug it in like that. At this point, I don't even give a shit about showing how it's done. I mean, you should probably know how it's done already. Anyway, I like it's just solid gray. It looks pretty nice. I mean, it would go pretty good with like photo photography. Feels nice, feels rough. Anyway, here's Mechagodzilla, the tin can of a pain in the ass. You can see 360 over here. Sorry, I bumped the camera. Nice paint, but like, putting this guy together was a total pain. Last but not least, Skullcrawler. Probably the thinnest and easiest of all of them. So you can see Skullcrawler here. There's his face in effect. I just hurt my elbow. And here's Skullcrawler, and with very little pieces. So let's get him out. Okay, let's get all the pieces out of the Skullcrawler Prime. I don't know if that's his official name. I've only heard from Shinra Jira. Shout out to that guy. Skullcrawler feels rough and matted. Teeth look kind of poorly painted. The skull face is just pure red. Nicely detailed, I guess. So that's the good thing I'll give it about it. My phone out of storage, and I was just kind of putting this guy's arm. So this guy's arms plugs in pretty easily, and I forgot to mention this guy is the tiniest out of all of them. You know, this arm, I mean, the fingers look pretty bent on this one. This guy seems pretty easy to put together, to be honest with you. Okay, this is what I have to do, because there's a big ass gap right there, so who cares? Let's just plug in the main tail. Oh my god, I don't know how people can manage to, like, plug these in if they hurt your fingers so much. I mean, it's kind of weird how, like, it just goes from yellow to this plain red. And yeah, his head is small. There tends to be extra plastic in one of the pegs, so yeah, that's why it gets a struggle to like plug them in. So we got the Skullcrawler Prime. Really nicely detailed, pretty rough in terms of like touch. Then his little effect pieces right here. Okay, now we got both the base and effects cut open. Let's just take them out. And then we have capsule number 4. So you got the base. So you just gotta let them sit there. Place this effect piece right there. Just place the explosion effect piece right here. And bada bing bada boom, you got the Skullcrawler. The little child out of this group. So you can see 360 of this guy. Nicely painted, nicely sculpted. So we got all figures of this set, as I said, like multiple times. We got Godzilla, Kong, Mechagodzilla, and the Skullcrawler. Yeah, these were pretty fun to like put together, besides Mechagodzilla. I mean, everything else is fine. I mean, the price can be depending where you get it, but I would recommend getting this full set if you can. Anyway, yeah, that's all for today, and yeah, I will hopefully be doing more in case I find any more cool Gashapon sets in the future, so stay tuned for that. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and all that stuff. So yeah, peace out, boys. Bye.